All right, fans, welcome back. This is Wild Bill with my good friend Peyton. Peyton, how you doing today? How you feeling this week?
Go Birds, man. It's the week. It's the week. It's the big week. It's the big bowl. You know what I mean? This is what we were waiting for. I mean, a year ago, Victoria and I knew that Super Bowl was going to be in New Orleans. I said we will be playing in said Super Bowl, and here we are, man. Just a few short days away from doing said thing. So not only are we here to play, we're here to win. So I'm excited, man. It's been a good week. How's your week been going?
It's been going pretty good, man. I'm currently waiting on my car to get fixed. That's the biggest thing in my life right now.
Yeah,
I can't remember if I mentioned on the pod, but early December I got hit by a drunk driver.
yeah, you
That
did.
sucked. So yeah, finally getting that fixed. Can't wait to have a clean and good car. Sad about football being done soon. Excited to have
Yeah.
a good game coming up on Sunday. Um, Baseball's around the corner. It's a good time of the year. Glad to get the first month out of the way. And, you know, it was an eventful month, to say the least, here in the United States of America, which I'm assuming a lot of the people listening to this are. I know I have some fans down in Mexico. Saludos a ustedes. Thank you for listening. We're doing all right over here. Don't worry. Um, And so, yeah, man, I'm excited for the Super Bowl. I'm excited to see. I will be rooting for the Birds. I'll let everybody at home know. I'm hoping that it is the Philadelphia Eagles and Jalen Hurts. Jalen Too Good Hurts finally hoisting his trophy.
Too good. Two shoes, too good. Mr. Good looks too good. Yeah, you know the vibes. I'm excited, man. You have any Super Bowl plans, parties? Are you going anywhere?
I do. My good friend Valerie always throws a party. She is one of the few people that I know that has bought a house in California.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's doing real well for herself.
I won't put her business out there, but I'm assuming she probably makes really good money. A
She's
really
doing
good
pretty
job.
well. She's doing real
Yeah,
well.
good for her.
And so she has a party every week or every week.
Every
Every
week.
year.
I would do it every week.
Yeah, yeah, Val gets lit. No, every year for the Super Bowl. We went last year and it was a great time. There's like 60 people that are going to this.
Jesus.
All people, mostly like half of the people that there I already knew from college. Then again, my friends, we're gonna have Luke there, Pete's gonna be there. They
Nice,
all know
nice,
her,
nice.
so
The
it's
crew.
gonna be a good time.
Yeah, tell
Um,
everyone I said what's up, man.
oh yeah, I will.
Make sure they know though, it's all about the birds.
I'll show them this exact clip.
I
I'll
bet,
cut it.
bet.
I'll cut it right here, and I'll bring it up. I'll airdrop it during halftime, right before that, right while they're setting
Force
up.
everyone to watch it on airdrop. That's like the U2 album that they forced us to have on our iPods
That's
back in the
right.
day. That's
Well,
funny.
dude, before we get into the game, I'm trying to get a fit check. I'm trying to see what are you wearing. You don't have to show it to us, but let me just get a vibe. What's P gonna look like on Super Bowl Sunday?
Well, so the thing is, because we're going to New Orleans tomorrow, we're driving down tomorrow during the day. There's a lot of events going on in New Orleans for the game. There's a parade on Saturday. There's an NFL thing that we got some tickets to go to on Friday, or even use on Saturday as well. So there's going to be multitude of fits, especially since it's going to be nice. It's going to be 75 degrees this weekend, bro, in New Orleans. So
Nice.
just know that it's going to be a combination of a jersey shirt, maybe cargo pants type of vibe, but with some cool accents going with it, uh, accented pieces going with it. I'm excited. Um, it'll be a repeat of some stuff I wore during the season that I threw up on IG. But if you're not following the page at PMitch34 on Twitter and Instagram, you'll be able to see it all.
I like that. I like that a lot. You gonna have some beads on also?
If they, I'm assuming during the parade, since it's New Orleans, they probably will be throwing some beads. And honestly, if they throw some like Eagles memorabilia, I probably will throw that on. I mean, that might be a one in a lifetime thing. Like, I'm trying to see if I have it next to me. I don't. It's probably on our bar cart. Um, my fiance Victoria, her cousin works for the NFL now, and went to the like does game day event stuff and went down to the Eagles Packers Sao Paulo Brazil game and brought me back. Him and his girlfriend went and they brought me back an Eagles Packers like memorabilia, like it has the game, the date, everything on it.
Mm.
Bottle opener.
Oh, that's
So
sick.
like anything, yeah, anything small I can grab from the Super Bowl or like beads or something, I'm definitely gonna see what I can do for sure.
That's great. Are you thinking about picking up some bootlegged shirts or anything like that? Because I like
No.
those one of one kind of things. I always see them going to the SoFi Stadium. They
Hmm.
got like Chargers, like Monday night versus Denver Broncos, like so and so day. Like I like those types of shirts.
Yeah, those are fire, especially if it's like an oversized fit. Like I on this past weekend since there was no game on, I threw on like my dad gave me one of his throwback Bulls shirts, like world champion shirts. It has the date, has everything like you said, has everything on it, and it's just like it's one of my favorite shirts that I have in my collections, and it's like oversized fit, feel, and everything. So like, yeah, I definitely want to see if I can grab something similar to that for the Eagles, especially since I haven't been able to be in a city that hosted the big game.
Hmm.
My dad got to go last year in Arizona, excuse me, 2 years ago in Arizona to the Eagles Super Bowl against the Chiefs. But he didn't. I mean, he doesn't know what to grab or anything like that. So I think he grabbed us Preston and I a few things. Now why do I'm a bad son. I can't remember what he grabbed. He grabbed us a few things that I have like in my like around the house. But
Hmm.
yeah, I'm super excited, man. We're gonna be having probably just sitting at because asked you about your party, but we're probably gonna be going to some local bar or something. Hopefully, there's a lot of Birds fans. Hopefully, not a lot of Chiefs fans. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
I'm sure it's going to be a lot of both. Hopefully it'll be a civil interaction. Hopefully you guys are just happy to be there. We'll see.
I know Birds fans won't be civil, especially since we didn't get the best of them the first time around. But it most likely will because Eagles fans don't have anything negative against Chiefs fans. Like we love Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes. Like and I don't think people realize how much respect we have for Andy Reid as previous Birds fans. And like if I'm gonna lose to anyone, like let it be Andy. Like
Hmm.
not Andy Anaya.
No, not my brother.
Not
No.
Andy Anaya. Big Andy.
Shout out my brother. He hasn't texted
Yeah,
me
shout
today. He has days where he texts me a lot. And he texts my girlfriend Fran also.
she told me that.
Oh yeah.
Tell Andy I said what's up, man. I miss him.
Oh, I will. I'll let him know.
But let's dive into it, bro. What are you thinking? What are your thoughts?
I'm riding high on the birds. The vibes are immaculate, honestly. I have a lot of trust in any team that I can see like they dominate through the run.
Hmm.
I trust the both lines for the Eagles, so I trust them to be able to have an edge in the game. And anytime you win up front, that's a good sign for your team. Um, you could probably speak to this a lot more because
Yeah.
I don't know how the defense works, like
Okay.
to a minute detail. But
Yeah.
hearing that Brandon Graham, the big linebacker for you guys coming back, that's a huge piece because you got somebody, they're
Huge
directing
piece.
the defense, kind of being the leader there. It feels like it's a big name, and I'm
Yeah.
sure you can speak to it.
Yeah.
I want the Birds to win because I don't want to see a three-peat. That's just like
The hater coming out of us.
that's the hater coming out of me because there's a big hater sleeping on the inside. He's been resting well ever since week 18 and that walk-off field goal for the Bears.
Yep.
Um, but yeah, that's just my feeling. Hoping for a great game, hoping that maybe towards the end the Birds pull away and it becomes a
Okay.
comfortable kind of thing because you don't never really want Pat Mahomes to hang around at
That's
the end.
exactly how I feel. So honestly, how I felt in the national championship, in the conference championship as well. Like Jaden Daniels had shown throughout the year, he had I think 6 or 7 last possession wins. Like you can't keep a guy like that around. So I'm happy that we put them out of their misery. That's
Mhm.
something similar to that I hope that we're looking to like do with like I don't want anyone smiling, no complacency on the sidelines. Like it should be straight domination for 4 quarters. That's what I want to see out of the Birds because Pat is Pat and he can come back at any. I think it was 17 seconds. They beat the Bills a few years ago with 17.
Yep,
I think it was like 13. It might have been 13 seconds that
I
they
believe it was
had
13.
with no timeouts. Came down and drove down the field. Last second throw to um, Travis Kelce and clocked it. Field goal, game over. On to another Super Bowl. Like it's just Pat's different. Um, And so, yeah, super, 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 super happy to have Brandon Graham back in the lineup, man. Even just being able to be at practice, this is gonna, and he's gone on record. This is his last game in an Eagles uniform. He wants to retire after the season. So the fact that he's coming back just to even, I mean, even if he doesn't get any snaps, like the fact that a morale boost for the guys, like an attention to detail from the guys, like from one of your senior captains. I mean, he's one of the OGs. It's just him and Lane, I want to say, left from that 2017 team. And I want to say Jake Elliott as well was maybe that was his rookie year, or is I'd have to go back and look, but I think Jake Elliott was there for that. So those three, but for key positions, yeah, him, Lane, and BG are the last ones. So I'm excited. Um, I honestly am very proud of Nolan Smith and the job he's done being full time because he was rotating snaps with BG prior to BG's injury. But I'm really happy with the Dice Man, aka Nolan Smith, with his production that he's had towards the end of the season as well as into the playoffs. The dude has, I think, like double Micah Parsons sacks in the playoffs already, and it's his second year. Like, what more can you ask for? So, but in terms of our actual defense, I am nervous because because of not having that deep that like the Chiefs have had in the years past with Tyreek, um, and as well as just with Hollywood Brown not being healthy this year, we haven't really got to see a lot of it. So I also think that Hollywood Brown will be playing a big factor in this game. But we play Vic Fangio's defense is a cover two shell defense. So what that means for the folks at home, two safeties in the back of the field. And then from those two safeties, they will always disguise starting in cover two, or cover four for some that know, and roll down one of the safeties interchangeably, depending on what down a distance, what we're seeing, what we're getting from the Chiefs. And so I am nervous because when you're sitting in a cover two shell with soft corners are off usually 8 to 10 yards if you're not playing cover two, if you're playing cover four. The Chiefs do a very, 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 very good job of dinking and dunking this year. A lot of short passes, a lot of feeling the zones, feeling where they have an edge or a leverage on man coverage. I'm a little nervous about that. However, the stats did just come out. There's only one corner that did better than Coop DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell, and that was Derek Stingley, led the NFL in 5.1 yards average catch, while Coop was at 5.2 and Quinyon was at 5.4. That's all off the dome. No stats needed. Just know I'm a real Birds fans. You other fans can't compete. Um, so yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
They're both rookies, aren't they?
Yeah,
That's good. That
we're
must be
different.
good.
We're we're different, bro. It kind of, I mean, you guys had a few years of good cornerback play. Who was the corner that you guys drafted that it's still really good. He just had an off year because your guys' defense wasn't getting home on the defensive
Jalen
line.
Johnson?
Yeah, say his name one more time.
Jalen Johnson? Was it?
Yes, he's nice. And just getting to see like him in Hard Knocks, like he talks his talk, and like the fact that Keenan Allen came out and said, "I have not caught a pass on this man." Keenan Allen also fell off a cliff, but um in training camp being like, I have not caught a pass on this man the entire training camp should tell you something that you guys are doing a great job still on the cornerback position.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, you need a good D line, and that's why I'm really excited to have good coverage. It's easier to have good D line, but they play in tandem. To have a good D line, you also have to have good coverage. And so the fact that Howie has done a good job surrounding these pieces for us, you're
Mhm.
seeing us play very complimentary football right now.
So the vibes are high is what I'm getting. This is good. This is real good.
Doug, I so in 2022, I did not feel as confident because of like the way in which we won didn't feel as sound in 2022, towards the end of the season. Now 2017, that Super Bowl we went to against the Pats, I remember telling my dad and anyone that would listen to me at the time, We were only we were better at every position besides two. And I gave them quarterback because Carson Wentz at that time was hurt, and it's Tom Brady, and tight end being Gronk over Zach Ertz at the time. I think Zach Ertz is an unbelievable route runner. I think individually, just route running, I think Zach obviously has the edge, but Gronk is a freak in the blocking game as well as he's just so damn big you can't really guard him. But actual route running, I think Zach is phenomenal. But at the time, yeah, I give them those two positions. You can't win a football game if you're only better in two positions. This isn't unless you're little league or high or maybe even high school. If you have like a really a super a phenom at a certain like key position. Otherwise, if you have nine or if you have 9 plus 11, 20 better other players on offense and defense, you're normally going to win that game.
Yeah.
And so I truly do believe coming into this game, I'll give Pat this one the nod. If Pat had a better quarterback, I think that's it, bro. Like
Yeah.
Chris Jones is their only other like phenom player on defense. And I think arguably that Jalen Carter has had a similar. I'm not putting Chris Jones over Jalen Carter at this point. I'm not. So if that's the case, that's a wash. I won't say he's better. I won't say he's worse. So it's a wash. You only have
Mhm.
one better position than us.
You're in a good
I love
spot.
our. I love that. Yeah, I love our spot. I love our spot.
That's a pretty good point that you're making too with Chris Jones. Great player. Jalen Carter's just as good.
That's what I'm
He'll get in
saying,
your
man.
he'll get in your face.
Yeah, and then so now if you're saying if he's the only guy that really, really, really have to focus on their D line, bro, we got Landon Dickerson, we got Tammy Jurgens, we got Big Jordan Mailata, we got Mekhi Becton. Mekhi Becton is 6'7", 370 pounds.
And a free agent. And a free
Hey,
agent after
chill,
this.
chill, 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 chill.
I've been keeping my eyes peeled.
Chill, chill, chill.
But to add to that, even if they get through, Jalen Hurts can move.
Exactly. Yes. 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 But I think that we're going to send a lot of doubles. We're not going to let Chris Jones wreck this game. Send a lot of doubles his way. Man up everywhere else on the field for our O line. Lane Johnson on an island per usual. Mister Hall of Fame himself. Gold jacket coming his way very soon. He has said, regardless if we win or lose, he is coming back next season. That is a hell of a win for the Eagles.
That's great.
Yeah, hell of
Mhm.
a win. But yeah, man, it's a good spot I'm sitting at right now. I just need to get through this work day, half day tomorrow, smooth drive down to New Orleans. Gonna get me a couple daiquiris, you know what I mean? Couple
Ooh,
beignets. Yeah, 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 yeah. You know the vibes, man.
I gotta make my way out to New Orleans. I've never been.
We're waiting
That,
on you.
you're right. You're right.
It's a
That's
good
great.
time, brother. It's a great time. I was thinking of my way to California. You've been asking me since SDSU days to come out to California. I never made the trip.
No, that's all right. There's nothing in San Diego we can't do up here in LA.
That's what I mean, just to California in general. You were begging me since San Diego days to make it out there, but in general, come to California. I would love to come to LA. I would love to couch surf, more importantly, because I'm not spending any money on these hotel. How expensive it is out there.
Don't do it. Don't
Right
do it.
where you're sitting is where I'll be laying.
We got a nice spot here. By the way, I was actually thinking about this yesterday as I was setting everything up.
Yeah,
When you move, how long does it take you to move?
a while, bro. A
Okay.
while. Why you guys are moving?
No, well, we moved back in October into the spot,
Yeah,
and I finally put up the drapes in our bedroom. Just yesterday I did this, and I finally hung up the sound bar up on the wall. It had just been sitting on our console,
yeah. You said
and I was
September.
since October.
Since
We
October.
also
That's
this week we also picked up a coffee table finally.
4 months. I mean, I think that's not that bad. No, my parents still got stuff in their garage unpacked.
All right.
That yeah, and they moved over a year and a half ago. Like, obviously unpacking a house is a lot different than an apartment, but it took me. I mean, I like this office that I'm in right now. Like, isn't fully completed yet. Like, we still have a few things from Victoria's old roommates that were here that are still in the room. It doesn't look the exact way I would want this room to look. But yeah, and I've moved in July, so
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think that happens.
that makes me feel real good. Makes me feel less guilty about staying up late playing GTA San Andreas on my PS2.
I
Um,
think you should never feel guilty about anything, Wild Bill.
Thank you. I really needed to hear that today.
I don't think you should ever feel guilty about it. Did you get your coffee this morning?
I set it up and it's ready to go as soon as we're finished. I don't
Okay.
love super like piping hot coffee. I need to let it cool
Ooh.
down a little bit, you
Oh, you
know?
don't? Okay, you don't like
I
super.
don't.
Yeah, okay.
No.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't. I like, so I'm not a coffee guy. I'm a hot chocolate for the fans at home that were wondering. I wake up on go mode. I don't need anything extra. I'm a hot chocolate guy, kind of sore. Not too rich. Kind of like honestly, the crappier like terms of like gas station hot chocolate is my favorite.
Mm,
People, when you go to like Starbucks or these other places, they make it too rich. It's actually too chocolatey.
I know what you mean. I feel you. Damn,
Picking up what I'm putting down.
I smell you. You're smelling real good. Um, Dude, I like coffee doesn't do anything for me energy wise, really. I've just gotten to the point where I get a headache if I don't drink it.
You know what that's called?
Addiction. I'm an
First,
addict.
the first step to recovery is what?
I'll admit it. I'm a coffee addict, but I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm a victim of consumerism from the big coffee. Big coffee's got me by the nuts.
Um, this is gonna be a more way as you the fans at home could already tell is way more laissez-faire pod. We don't want to get too stressed out, too uptight before the big game. We can't it's not the grind of the season anymore. We're at the finish line. You know what I mean? You're gonna want to finish strong, of course, but you're looking good. The final stretch of it, you're hitting your stride out. You know what I mean? You want to finish strong, but you don't want to cramp up on the last leg either.
You got to let it all hang out.
Yeah.
The work
Yeah.
is done.
The work is done. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just show up now.
And show
Because
up. People are waiting for you. They pay
what
their money.
I what I will say is I will be upset to hear. So I've been hearing rumbles, bro. It's almost a complete deal that Kellen Moore is going to be the head coach of the New Orleans Saints, and
Mm,
they're allowing him to finish the game, and they're going to resume conversations after the Super Bowl. But they're basically telling all of their other people, like, hey, like, hold on, like, we're gonna wait. So it's like you basically know that you're gonna give Kellen the job if that's the case. And then that would mark, I think, it's either 4 or 5 OCs for Jalen in the same amount of years.
mm.
Um, he only had one repeat year with Shane Steichen
Okay.
from 2021 to 2022. That would be the first time in his career since high school that he had a repeat year of OC was that one 2021 2022 year since his senior year in high school. That's a problem.
Even Alabama.
Yeah, even Alabama. Bro, I looked back. He had Brian Daboll at one point as his OC. Yeah, I didn't realize Daboll was on that staff. I think it was his freshman year or maybe his sophomore year.
Oh,
Um,
Alabama. Wow.
Yeah, and
That
then
guy's been
Dayball
around.
got yeah, he's been around, bro. And then he's really people and he had gotten that reputation as a quarterback whisperer, but I didn't realize how deep it went. Because Jalen turned his career around from just like being a runner to being able to pass somewhat before he went to Oklahoma when he was still Alabama. He really like developed his game, even if people don't want to admit it. When he was still at Alabama, he did grow into a passer, just wasn't what it was once he got to Oklahoma. Um, but yeah, Brian Daboll then went to the Bills and was the quarterback whisperer for Josh Allen.
Hmm.
And so this is such an indictment on Danny Jones. And obviously, I will always find a way back to hating on somebody because Danny Jones, how did Daboll do all of these wonderful things for quarterbacks and your idiotic self couldn't get it together? Got shipped off to Minnesota to go freeze.
The one thing I'll say about Daniel Jones, shout out his agent because he got paid. He
Shout out
got
his
paid.
agent. That
That
is a
that's
fact.
one of my favorite things in all sports when somebody just gets paid, and especially when they don't deserve it, because it gives
Jamarcus
me
Russell.
hope. Maybe someday I'll get paid. Maybe I'll chance into an agent that'll vouch for me, like some of these agents vouch for a Daniel Jones or a Jordan Love. to add to the
Ooh.
hate fest here.
Ooh, you don't think Jordan got it? Bro, I watched Jordan Love go into Dallas and obliterate them by 40 points. I don't know if I could ever set like he's done too much for me and my mental happiness. I know how it feels for you. I do get it from your point of view, but he's done wonders for my mental health.
It's also the Cowboys. The Cowboys have made Mitch Trubisky and Josh McCown look good.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Josh McCown, he's bad.
People forget that Monday night game in 2013. I don't.
I don't. Um, are you coming through with a specific fit for the Super Bowl Sunday? It's a big day for everybody. If Fran is there, I'd love to hear what her fit might be. Well, hold on. She can't be on camera yet. You know the deal. Subscribers, followers. We haven't come up with a number yet. Once we get to hit a certain number, the girls will be able to be on the pod. But until then, they'll remain off cam.
Can we do off cam?
Yeah, of course.
What, what are you wearing for the Super Bowl?
We'll see how I feel on the day. That's pretty much how every day goes.
Hell yeah.
Probably something to party in because it's gonna be a party. Something
Ooh.
to snack in, that's for sure. Because
Okay, okay. Little room.
Yeah, a little room.
We love to eat
You know how
around
we
here. Ain't
feel
nothing wrong with
about
that.
Super Bowl snacks,
Hell yeah.
especially in those long
Are you a dip?
commercials.
Are you a dip girly, or do you guys do pizza, wings? I love
I do it
wings.
all, Peyton.
What do you guys bring? What do you guys provide for the Super Bowl
Oh,
party? Is
that's a
she
good
is she
question.
asking for anything or for
Yeah, I
anyone to
think
bring?
so. I think everybody usually just brings something. Bill
Yeah.
has a gift card actually to Honey Baked Ham for a
What's that?
decent amount. Honey Baked Ham?
Yeah, what is that?
It's a oh, that's crazy. It's a California thing, I guess.
Yeah, what is it?
And it's just like a place that sells ham and like other stuff that goes with ham. So we're gonna go. We're gonna get stuff from there.
Getting someone a ham gift card.
Well, we're not gonna give her the gift card. We're
Oh,
gonna
okay.
get stuff from there to
Okay, okay,
bring.
okay, okay. I thought he was about to give this woman a ham gift card.
That
Like,
would
go
be
crazy.
something Bill would do.
That is
I'm
exactly,
not
that's
gonna
why I'm laughing
lie.
so hard. That's actually why I'm laughing so hard.
But
Just for the
um
bit. You would do it just for the
yeah,
bit.
don't even act surprised by yourself. But anyway, I think we're gonna take I was looking at their menu and they have some good catering options.
Oh, nice,
So
nice, nice.
yeah, you gotta munch on something while you're having
Absolutely.
fun, right? Or
Who
maybe
you rooting
you're
for?
too nervous to munch. Like maybe you might not.
I'm gonna be stress eating
Yeah.
for sure. For
Oh,
sure.
okay. I see. The other option.
Hopefully buffalo wings is my choice, but can't be too spicy, otherwise my stomach will hurt.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can't have that. But
So you
we'll
gotta wear
see.
the stretchy clothes then. You gotta leave some room.
You know ball, Fran. You know ball.
What am
Who
I
you
wearing, you might ask? Or no, not what am I wearing? Who
who
am
you
I
rooting
rooting
for?
for?
Yeah.
I root for the crowd, Peyton.
What if the crowd all wants the Chiefs and Pat Mahomes to win?
Not, well, we'll see. We'll see.
You
You're,
like me. You've told me that you appreciate my friendship and you wouldn't even root for you wouldn't even
you
root
know
for me?
what? Deep down, I just don't like, I've dealt with a lot of disappointment in life. I don't like doing it to myself when I have the option
To
not
stay
to.
neutral. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I
I
hear
stay
that.
neutral. Deep down in my heart, I will be rooting for you, Peyton, and the Eagles.
Go Birds.
But we'll see. We'll see.
For the fans at home, I hope you enjoyed getting to hear Fran's voice. She's a lovely woman. She's a caring woman. And she's about to hook up something fat with this ham. I don't know what it's going to be, but she's about to whip up something fat.
To add context to the gift card, we don't have enough microphones over here for me to defend myself in the moment. It was from a coworker who was gifted that she was vegan. And she was like, "Bill, do you eat meat?" "Yes, I eat meat." "Here, have this $75 gift card. I'm definitely not going to use it." And it's just been sitting in here for 2 years. I actually have it right here. I'll show it to you guys.
That brought me a great laugh. That brought me a great laugh.
All right, I can't find it, but it's around. Only used it.
Um,
So my fit,
yeah. What are you
probably
wearing?
gonna go with some light green chinos,
Ooh, to match the birds.
match the birds, white shirt, and some white shoes. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go with the white Jordans. They're like a mixture of it's like a mixture of a bunch of different Jordans. That's got like 11s, a little bit of fours in it. They're like off-brand Jordans. They are Jordans, but it's
The
not
t
like the numbered ones. You know what I mean?
the team Jordans.
Yeah.
That's what those are called.
I was thinking about wearing the CD Lamb shirt. I think it'd be in bad taste.
That'd be in horrible taste.
Yeah.
Why do you have a CD and Lamb shirt?
Fantasy. So I'm between those shoes or he does me
I
good in
don't like
fantasy.
that. Yeah, I don't like
That's all right. I still love you.
that.
Or some other white shoes and a white t-shirt.
White tee, any chain, any jewelry?
I bust out the chain. Now that you
Do you have
mention
your ears? Do you have your ears pierced?
it, I do not.
Ooh, that's okay. Yeah, get a little chain going. Is it silver or gold?
It's gold. I unfortunately don't have a gold
Ooh,
watch, so
you're a paisan.
might just have to run.
You're
Yeah.
a paisan. Okay. Yeah, rock the. I mean, Hispanic people also love wearing gold as well. Yeah, rock the gold. White got the green chinos. Fire. Are you going to be showing a little ankle or no? Well, what are the Jordans high tops or low tops?
The Jordans are mid tops. Well, we can call them high tops. The other white shoes are lows, so
Oh, or
I wear the
lows.
lows in that
Yeah,
case.
with chinos. Yeah,
Show a little ankle. Gotta give the people what they want. A little bit of
just
skin,
a
a little
little
bit of
bit.
hair.
Just a little bit. Just a
You know
little.
how I roll.
Oh, that's showing the toes for free. That's
Hey,
showing the toes for free.
I did not mean to do that.
You're gonna get so many screenshots of people seeing that.
You're right. That might have to be the thumbnail.
Oh,
You like that?
I did not like that.
Oh, I know you did.
Any thoughts around, and then we're shifting gears towards what I was gonna say the Bulls, the Bears stadium wants dislikes, moving into what they've been saying about potentially having in Arlington versus downtown Chicago.
Arlington versus downtown. This has been the hot topic for the last year or so. I know we don't have very much time. We can go, if you'd like, we can go even more in depth later on a different Wild Bill and Peyton episode.
Would love to.
My short answer, get it out of the city. It's the worst stadium in the city. Soldier Field
Did,
is. I'm very down to just start from the ground up. As much as it like pains me to move away from a historical site, it's such a pain in the butt to get to the stadium. It sucks to get out of there. There's no super direct like public transportation
hmm
hub right near the stadium. That would be an issue that'd be resolved from Arlington Heights. There's a metro stop there. I'm sure there will be like easy access to shuttles to get in and out of there. It's right off of 53, which is a big road,
hmm
which would be easy to access for a lot of people. And I know there's like the argument of like, oh, we don't want it to be outside of the city, but grow up.
Did
Grow
you see
up.
the rendering of what they were saying that it could potentially look like in Chicago?
In Chicago, yes. My
Looks
thing is
cool.
that the situation with getting to and from the stadium and also parking is not there's no proposition to make that better, which is a major factor in specifically football, I feel.
Folks, I want to make this abundantly clear. Peyton Mitchell, was born in Chicago. I'm actually not familiar with what city Bill was born in. However, we both grew up in the suburbs of Aurora, Illinois, outside of Chicago. It's about 35-minute drive with no traffic to Chicago. Um, that is why I'm thinking you're saying what you're saying. Even though you live in LA now, it's not that hard to get to Chicago. But I think you're thinking of it from the mindset of coming from Aurora. But if you're in Chicago, I don't think it's that hard to get there. Or like if you have an access to like a line, like say Preston being in, I'm forgetting what town, what town he's in, township, but he lives in Chicago and he hops on the green line to get downtown. And then from downtown, you can either get a taxi or an Uber that would be like a 2-minute drive. So it's only gonna be like what, max $5. Like it wouldn't be that hard to get there. And even coming from Aurora, hop on, get into Union Station, and then it'll be like again another 5 minute ride. Yes, there's no direct transit, I guess, but the rise of technology. Actually, screw Uber. They supported the Orange Man. Shout out to Lyft for supporting the brown and the blacks and everybody in the world because they care about human beings. So shout out to Lyft. Screw
Correct.
Uber.
Shout out to Lyft for a lot of different reasons that I have. I like Uber
Oh, I know you. That's a story for another day. That is a
Sorry
story for another day.
for
I,
privateers.
I remember that. I love you, Willie. It's been a hell of a season on the pod. Man, I can't believe we're finally here.
Peyton, I love you and I wish you good luck. I hope you
Thank you,
have a good
brother.
time watching the game. I hope you enjoy the Kendrick Lamar halftime show.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Um, Go Birds.
Go Birds. I hope he does not like us because I do not like Drake. You know that I'm a hater. So I really hope he plays not like us. Fran, it was a wonderful getting to hear your lovely voice. Oh, get off the camera. We gotta get people to subscribe and follow the pod.
A teaser. You got to see Fran's left eye. Mhm.
All right then, Willie.
Peyton, thank you again for hopping on and sharing your thoughts and your beliefs with your team.
Always.
I'll be cheering for you. I'll be cheering for the Birds. A lot of the money is on the Birds, so that kind of worries me, but we'll see, man.
I love you.
I love you too. All right, it's over.